What's up, everybody? We've got another diabolical episode of The Boys Season 4 to dive into this week. There will, of course, be spoilers for the episode here in my review, so you've been warned. Now let's get into episode 7. First things first, I do actually have a con for this week's episode, so we'll get that out of the way first here. It's something that, thinking back, I really haven't enjoyed very much throughout this season, but it was kind of covered up by other storylines, and that's Huey and Starlight's relationship. It doesn't feel like it got the same attention from the writers that it did in previous seasons, and that's affecting the performances of both actors. I did like the twist at the end with the shapeshifter replacing Starlight to get the files on Newman and the recordings from Tech Knight's mansion. But, still, even with that interesting thread going into the finale next week, I haven't really enjoyed much between those two this season. That's all the complaining I've got to do for this week's episode, though, so let's jump over to the craziness and all the greatness that comes with it in this show. Kicking this section off is once again going to be the shenanigans that this show pulls. Per usual, they don't shy away from anything, starting this episode off with a hilarious parody song for Antifa. Frenchie also returned to, up the weirdness, saying he'd rather be fucking a jar of fishing lures than being out of prison after what he did, and we haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. Chase Crawford continues to just be outstanding, as the deep with his girl Ambrosius, who the fact they have Tilda Swinton voicing that damn octopus is hilarious, but he's also finding out that he's Eskimo brothers with the new noir, and just the mind of Eric Kripke is truly something else that needs to be studied. Then there's Homelander, oh Captain, my Captain. The hardest laugh this episode got out of me was when he tells Sage, "You've got brains, but I've got wisdom." The way Anthony Starr sells that as Homelander, believing that truly captures everything about why he's so perfect in that role. I mean, the scene where he interrogates and kills Webweaver is Webweaver shits everywhere was just another perfect display of that and just how weird this show is, but it was topped off with him crying over A Train being the leak, which is just unworldly. Like you you truly never know what mood this big baby's gonna be in, and it's just a recipe for one hell of an entertaining show. But obviously it's not the same show without Billy Butcher. Him losing his mind in front of the team is like the first interaction between them, of course, in the show in weeks is amazing. We also got that unbelievably wholesome scene or a moment where he's actually not even on screen, but Ryan receives the gift from Don't Be a Cunt, and it's kind of nice seeing Butcher choose the angel on his shoulder, at least for now, over the devil this season. Finally, the action in this episode was really strong. We didn't get a ton, but the two scenes, I guess you could call it three scenes with the chase scene, but it's not really a true fight scene. There's really just two, but they were really good. The first was Kimiko's flashback, where we do see the girl from a couple episodes ago for just a little bit, but we learn why she can't talk too. It happened her first night at that camp during the fights, resulting in a great moment between her and Frenchie in the present after we got to see those epic fights in the past. The big fight was when Noir and Deep came to the boys' HQ, though, and that was great. Everything from A Train versus his fellow seven members to MM coming in with the big gun. This was a great fight, and I love how they've done super speed throughout this entire show, and it was on full display here tonight. And so that'll do it for my review of episode 7 from The Boys season 4. And another strong episode here from a season I seem to be enjoying a whole lot more than most of this audience. But, regardless, I'm really looking forward to this finale next week. Let me know what you thought about the episode, though, down in the comments below, and make sure you have a great day.